Hello everyone, welcome back to Bystanders. You know my name, it's Donovan. I'm the editor of this podcast and the player of the character Donovan Halen. Now, as per the usual, let's all give some love to Gwinn, Shady Cicada, and Kevin Macleod for letting us use their wonderful music for this campaign of ours. And if you want to do your own wonderful campaign, go over to jojodnd.com so you too can know the ins and outs of this module. And if you want to get more tightly knit in the community, head on over to our public Discord server, which will be linked in the description below. And if you don't do any of those things, well, I'm gonna give you a 2-second head start. Okay.
Oh my god, we're back!
Back?
I think so.
Back in black?
It's been so
Yo.
long. So, you guys take Ugly out to that big, beautiful field in the sky.
So, we're gonna take my truck.
He's gonna go to the same place your childhood dog did.
Yep.
The
But
back.
before that, I think you have some
Our
questions.
collective
If that childhood dog is hound dog, then yes.
So first I'd like to say, we're taking the big grape truck.
Okay.
We're taking it out to the field. And while they take Ugly out to the field, Mason is being left in the back of the truck, which is empty.
Okay.
Dim light in there. I'm going to stand there between him and the exit to the truck and just watch him.
Okay.
You ain't going anywhere. You guys have fun with Ugly.
Okay.
Whatever that entails.
I'm gonna check Mason's constitution real quick.
Thanks for keeping watch, Damien.
Nikki, this will be your first
And
time
of course,
experiencing...
we're going to make sure they're stable as well.
Yeah, Mason is. Yeah, no, I assume.
Nikki, this will be your first time experiencing a bystander's interrogation.
Surely one of us won't murder the interrogated the...
Well, Donovan said that in characters, Nikki, because we do this pretty often.
Okay. Donovan, if you want to use Healing Hands and bring him back up to 1 hit point.
Alright. Flick him.
Sterling is going to be watching Mason like pretty directly, so she's going to let you guys interrogate mainly.
I'm staying with Mason.
She is like looming down over him, so...
Hey.
I think you'll be fine.
He says to Ugly. He just has him
You
on...
can also be there as
I would like
backup,
Damien to stay there between Mason and the exit of the
No,
truck.
you're
and
between. No, she is like on
Yes,
top. Like she's
okay.
like watching him.
I'm saying Damien is staying behind to watch Mason.
Yeah, so
He's
you
not
can-
part of the Ugly thing.
Oh, like he's not at all involved.
He's not
So it's just
becoming
between-
involved in the Ugly
Good to
interrogation.
know.
No.
Okay, so you and Sterling are watching him. You'll stay together.
Hey,
Him.
Nikki, walls him.
Mason.
Mickey Wilson.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Morning. Donovan is just standing there. He's at full health now, finally. But there's still a lot of blood.
How far away is the grape truck?
We went on like I'd say
Like-
a bit and a half. Like I
Way down the hill and
half
away.
mile
Okay, yeah,
into the
yeah,
field.
you're good.
Yeah,
We're in the
and
field.
we are surrounding... The three of us have our eyes on him. SCP-173 style. Yep.
Yeah, he's looking around and just.
Let me break something down for you. We got you surrounded. You can try to use your ability here, but you can just see how far it gets you. Believe me, I don't recommend it.
You're gonna kill me, aren't you?
Never said that. I'm just interested in getting some information out of you.
And what else are you going to do with me, huh? You're just gonna let me stay a part of the beating heart? I know how this works. You're gonna kill me. It's just a matter of who is gonna end up doing it.
We could also just take a knife and flay you bit by bit if you would like.
Nikki, we aren't going to do that.
Howard.
Instead, how about you just tell us everything you know? Music in my mind.
Okay, that's an intelligence save.
I would say doesn't that do damage, but I mean, Hamon, you can just keep bringing him back up, which is really fucked.
Can you choose to
I've already
choose for
violated
it to
a war
not do
crime. What's
damage?
the
The thing is, we're out of combat, so I can just keep doing it
I'll
until he
say
fails.
yes. So what's awesome is he rolled a 13.
Oh.
So he's going to tell us everything he knows.
Yo.
You feel that he's kind of... The
You heard me.
noises that his vocal cords are making, they aren't quite... And then he snaps in. Hi, Steve. What exactly do you want to know?
Everything you know about the beating heart.
Ooh. Now that's an interesting subject. The Beating Heart is an organization dedicated to one thing and one thing only. A better world. Our founder started this organization many years back. Not exactly sure how many. At least 5. I've been a lieutenant for around that time. I've been involved in the organization for around that time. My stand was powerful enough, and I had enough combat experience that eventually I was raised to the rank of lieutenant. As for him, I don't know much about him. I've never come into contact with him. However, I've come into contact with his assistant. That's the closest I've ever gotten.
Tell us more about his assistant.
As you wish.
And just so you know, so this is Steve's ability, Music of My Mind, and the way it works is they make an intelligence save. If they succeed it, they take half damage and there's no effect. If they fail, 5d6 stand psychic, and on their turn, first of all, in combat, I can choose either their movement action or their bonus action or their normal action for them to take.
Oh!
But out of combat, it functions simply as just gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss, and commanding others. And you might say to yourself, hey, that's a little sus. Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
You should kill yourself now.
Yeah.
Music of my mind.
That's horrifying.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't exactly know the extent of this organization. I know there are 9 lieutenants. I'm one of them. Constance, if I had to guess, is probably dead. I dropped her off with his personal assistant, Sid Waters.
We have heard that name before.
Was that on the list?
She's dead.
No, but he is the lieutenant contact. I have it labeled as lieutenant contact. I think he had something to do with Constance.
Okay.
Sid Waters is spelled S-Y-D, Waters.
Yeah.
But good luck getting anything out of him.
I wonder if he lives in Nazareth.
Oh my god, silence.
Alright. Let's see. What else do we want out of him?
His money.
Ugly. Howard. How did you join the Beating Heart, and why?
Answer him.
Everything I've seen so far. The only place your brighter path leads is an early grave.
For me, yes. Aren't you tired of it all? The minutia of everyday life. The disconnect from what's really important. You have leaders, politicians, people who don't care about anyone else. In charge of these things. Puppeting people around. No one is free to choose their own destiny. This organization seeks to change that. The Beating Heart is focused on a new, beautiful world.
Do you have any idea how full of shit you sound? The only thing I've heard is how you've taken away people's right to choose their fate, and now you're claiming you want to give them that?
Those who are worthy may choose their fate.
Well, that's no different than politicians.
It's not up to me who is worthy.
Then who is responsible for that decision?
The wine. It chooses Steve. The jar chose you, your parents. You were all chosen. Because you are worthy.
Okay.
Certainly, there are others. They will not make it. But we, stand users, we're objectively superior, stronger, faster, more able to take matters into our own hands.
So, eugenics. That's your plan?
It is not up to some arbitrary... It is not up to some arbitrary choice made by someone. The stand chooses those with a fighting spirit. And for those who do not have it, they die.
And what about people like me? We're able to develop theirs. What about them?
Your potential is brought out by the others around you. You are still worthy.
Or me, who was born with it.
Or me, who got it through skill alone.
None of you will be affected. You will live in a wondrous new world. All of these problems, there's global warming, pollution. There's just too many people for this planet to sustain. Either you get the freedom to choose your own decisions, or you make it easier for the rest of us.
I think you're making it a hell of a lot easier for me.
Hold your horses. What about the flood?
You still haven't figured it out.
No, but I think you'd be pretty keen on telling us.
There's only so much I know about the flood. The wine is an intermediate step.
What do you mean?
The tide, my bad. Hold on. It's called the tide.
Sorry, the tide. It's been a year. You think that we're going to stop wine? It's not the only liquid that's going to be able to take it. The jar, everything involved. We're going to find a way to replicate it. We're going to put it in the water supply.
This makes me more worried with the guy named Sid Waters. I do not like how that fits into this. Anyways.
We need to find. We need to find the like water plant in town.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could stop the beating heart if you wanted to. He can be anyone. He can be anywhere.
Well, that confirms our suspicions about Lazarus.
Well, he isn't here to save you.
And what you said may be true, but we're sure as hell going to try.
Are we done with this?
Prank him, Mickey.
Is there any stone near my feet?
A stone?
Yeah.
Sure. Decently sized rock.
I'm just gonna kick it up to him, and just using feet of power, knock him right between the eyes.
Goodbye, Nikki. He hits the ground, killed instantly.
There we go.
How intact is his head still? I need to know.
Use feet of
You
power.
absolutely like this part of his head is just blown apart.
Now
He's
we
not
can't
coming
You
use
back.
basically
the
took a sniper to his head.
Unforgiven.
I needed to break his brain.
No, he's
that was the issue.
He's no mask is bringing this guy back.
Okay.
Oh, on that note, we probably should have asked about why they use undead.
Yeah, I was going to.
It's alright. We have great news!
Undead.
Another lieutenant, right? For the
I think
mind
it's-
musicking.
Funnily enough, I think it's the same reason as the Sunset Corporation, which is undead make a great labor force.
Probably. Let's go.
And yeah,
I didn't want to metagame by suggesting questions while my character wasn't there, but
Right.
I would have wanted to ask about Lazarus and their connection to Cherry White.
Well, it's a great thing we have a lieutenant.
Two lieutenants!
We got the main information we needed.
Does Mason remain sleep? I'm gonna wait till they return before we rouse him.
The boys returning.
I love that show.
Good
Did
show.
you
Oh, he's not coming back.
all right.
Are we bringing his body?
Sterling.
Would you believe even in death he was an asshole about it?
No, I believe that.
I mean, you could just leave it out in the field.
Okay,
Yeah.
we're just leaving his body out
What are
there.
they gonna do? Find it?
Sterling.
I feel like we should take it just in case there's something we haven't like
With some
taken into
Tobago
consideration.
police, What am I gonna do?
That's not a bad idea. How much fuel do you have left?
Not a lot.
Okay.
Ah, forgive
He
me.
did throw two of his
it's
fuel
alright.
cannons as bombs.
Alright.
Sterling, you want to rouse our friend here?
Up and at him. Brings him back up.
Are we all?
Hey, Mason.
Are we all in the pitch dark trailer now?
Not
It's not
pitch
pitch dark.
dark.
It's dim.
It's dim
Yeah.
light.
Hey, bud.
Dark side of the moon. Starts to rattle, and the light remains roughly the same.
Wow. That's
Sorry,
crazy.
that neat little trick of yours ain't gonna work.
It's your turn.
What do you want from me?
We have a couple questions.
Okay, what do you want to ask?
I don't know what you guys asked Ugly, but I have two questions on my mind.
Okay.
First off, that guy we absolutely decimated, Lazarus. I assume that wasn't him, but what is his connection to all this? Why were 3 lieutenants hiding out in his wardrobe?
I don't know. The orders that we got were to get in the wardrobe, and if any trouble came by, we bust out.
Did you know who Lazarus was?
some kind of wine guy. I think he's associated with our organization, but I'm not positive.
No, he was. Isn't that right, Lazarus?
Can I make an insight check?
That
Just to see
is
if
my
anything is
favorite
going off
joke.
the sus door?
Go ahead.
And see if he's telling the truth. I have no clue.
I can roll insight, actually.
I have great news. What did you roll?
4.
He rolled a nat 1.
Oh.
He's trying to save his own goddamn life right now. He's not concerned about what's going to happen to him.
Okay.
My other question is your organization's connection to Cherry Wine. I know you guys are opposing, but what's their role in this? It's clearly not simply opposition to undead, as your organization has shown that they're willing to use those as well.
We have?
Oh, yeah.
Why do you think I learned this little neat trick? Donovan does some Hamon.
I thought that was part of your stand.
Oh, you'd think so, wouldn't you?
I would.
You're wrong.
That's... When did Donovan get so base?
So what do you know about Cherry Wine
Were you
and
there
their
when he cut someone's
motives?
dick off?
That's when he got so base. Gotcha.
Cherry wine is composed of vampires, zombies, all sorts of crazy stuff. Part of the reason why we're doing the tide is to ensure that people can fight back against them.
By killing whoever doesn't have
Hey.
the potential in town by infecting the water supply?
Ooh, you didn't think about that one, did you?
It's just...
I don't think it's that they didn't think about it.
How are you
I
going
think
to
they
enact
don't
the
care.
tide?
You see...
You said you're going to... I've heard that the plan is to infect the water supply. I assume there's some sort of plant. Who's in charge of that?
I don't know who's in charge of it. I'm not one of the most trusted lieutenants. The mostly trusted lieutenants, there's Lieutenant Waters, there's Ugly.
Was.
Yeah, we took care of him.
Donovan.
I did mention it was your turn.
Donovan tosses Ugly's broken glass down in front of him. Was. Just adding emphasis.
So Water's Ugly and... who else? By my count, aside from the one we let go in the last encounter, there should be 3 left.
I don't know. Ugly was very recently lieutenant, and so were Clementine and Tangerine. And
Town Dog. I don't know what's up with him.
Oh,
from
you
that.
hadn't heard?
He's a monster. He is the 3rd scariest thing in this organization, and I do not want to go near him.
Great.
Hate to hear that.
Well, do you want to join your friend Ugly?
Where is he?
Donovan gestures to his broken glasses on the ground.
In hell right now.
Oh.
Let me ask you a question. You think you're worthy, Mason?
I mean, I have a stand.
A stand that we have neutralized by putting you in the back of a truck. 5 men burlier than you could do that. Are they not worthy for putting you in the back of a truck? What if they had guns like this?
You all are worthy.
Mhm.
You were chosen.
And were you chosen to put in the back of a fucking truck with a gun to your chin?
No part of me believes I'm more worth living than any regular person out there.
That's just objectively false. We're stand-use. We're objectively superior. And those who are too weak just
Hey, Sterling!
die.
Why don't you show them how unworthy you are?
She's not a stand user. She helped us kick your ass back there.
Aren't the sparkles in the balls part of your stand?
You'd think so,
You
wouldn't
think
ya?
so, wouldn't you?
Yeah, she just kind of looks down and just...
Donovan walks backwards and high five Sterling as he walks past.
Oh, one more.
Awesome.
Sterling walks over to him. You're going to tell us everything you know. Or I'm going to take this ball and twist your flesh around. He's like, listen. Fine. I'll tell you everything. Anything else you need to know? You'll never see me again. I'll be out of here. Just...
Oh,
Let me
that's
go.
so what you think. Because after we're done here, you're going to help us draw out some more lieutenants. We have some more questioning to do. We need all the big picture.
You don't know what you're doing.
Do you
I
want to
think we
join
do.
Ugly? You're not the one asking questions.
I'm not the one asking questions. This is a terrible idea. Even if he isn't involved, you have to deal with Hound Dog. And you have to deal with the Beast.
Great,
The
I'm sure they
Beast.
already want me dead. I'm out of the organization.
Care to enlighten us?
Yeah.
I would like to hear about this beast.
And also, we've killed Hound Dog once. We can do it again.
I don't let that one slide.
I don't know what the beast is exactly. They might have been human at some point, but they're not anymore.
Oh, it's an enhanced pillar, man.
I don't know what happened to them. I don't know why they're in this state. All that I know is that when people find themselves on the bad end of our organization, things don't tend to work out for them. At one point, I failed the organization somehow, and I was sent in to clean up the beast's cage after. Just splinters and paste. That's all there was in there. Those were people. And they just weren't.
Hey, Maggie.
What's up, Tom?
Has Nikki seen firsthand what happens when people reveal information about the beating heart?
What do you mean?
Like, would Nikki know generally what would happen to Mason should we let him free?
Well, judging by what happened to Constance, probably
Okay.
an excruciating death,
Okay.
assuming they get caught.
You know a couple other lieutenants, right?
I mean, I thought I knew. Bunned it pretty well, but he just up and fled by the time.
Well, he appears to have a backbone, unlike you.
Listen, I worked hard to get where I am in the organization, but I'm willing to go. You'll never see me again. You'll never hear from me. I'll move to, I don't know, Argentina, Australia. I don't care. I'll
They'll
leave.
find you.
They will.
They have an app for that.
Pretty good at escaping.
Not good enough.
I can try.
I'm fine with that.
I'm sorry, but you got caught by 2 teenagers, a pickpocket, and a monster.
And Sterling, that's a man.
And Sterling.
Are you sure?
Right? Please don't suck my blood.
You think
No,
I'm not.
You think an
I had a friend
ordinary
like
guy
that,
can
but that's
carry
not me.
that many guns?
Here's the thing, Mason. Well, from what I see, the organization will catch you. We'll get information that you told them out of you, excruciatingly painful, more painful than what we're doing right now, and dump you off in the Atlantic. Or you can stick with us. We can treat you like a human, and you can help us stop this organization that's already gonna try to kill you.
Wait. You want me to go with you guys?
Yes.
Alternative kind of sucks.
Well, how else are we gonna draw out the other lieutenants?
Make a persuasion check.
Easy.
We'll have to work on your idea of superiority, but
Giving you advantage.
Thank you.
Not much better.
9. I don't know. I don't really trust this, guys.
Maybe you didn't hear correctly. You're going to come with us.
Are you using...
Yeah. Whenever I do the Homelander voice, that's when you
You're
know.
gonna come with us.
Homelander voice. That sounds like a great idea.
Sounds good.
You can do that now.
Hey, Wonder.
I don't know if I like that.
Hey, Wonder.
Mm-hmm.
If I catch you using this ability on me,
Mm-hmm.
you will join.
Well,
up
you won't
with-
have a problem with it, would
No,
you?
I don't doubt that.
Do you
I
know
have
any of the other
full
lieutenant
faith
stands?
that if it didn't work on you for some reason, my ass would be across the street. So, I understand.
You about ugly. At least a little bit.
What about Waters?
Very little. He's notorious for being... He's one of the strongest stand users I've ever encountered.
Great.
And I've encountered Hound Dog.
Have we seen Hound Dog stand?
Yes.
Heartbreak
Oh.
Hotel?
Yes.
We are acutely familiar.
We did defeat it, right?
Yeah.
Yes, and he
But
defeated a
before he had
vampire,
a special
remember?
ability.
And before he
And
was a
also he
vampire.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'm gonna be very helpful in that fight.
Listen,
I'm gonna be learning.
Hound Dog. If you're gonna kill that thing, you're gonna have to isolate him. He's too powerful if he's around anyone
My
else.
specialty.
Even by himself, he's... People who've encountered him are never the same. There's a light behind their eyes that just isn't there anymore. He takes something from them. And I don't know what it is.
He makes you so lonely, baby. He makes you so...
Before we end this conversation, while you're under the effect of my friend's new ability,
What?
I want to ask,
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
do you truly believe, unwaveringly, that it is worth the death of hundreds of thousands of innocent people for the sake of this superiority?
Go on. Tell him.
Make my job easier.
Truly? Deep down?
Friends, family, women, children, just trying to live.
I don't believe that. What I do believe is that cherry wine is a significant threat. And if not stopped soon...
We can...
If cherry wine's a bigger threat, why are you focusing on just getting rid of purely non-stand users? Why not double down on getting rid of cherry wine?
That's part of this. There'll be less zombies, more people capable of fighting back.
Yes.
We
More
can-
knives upon at your organization for killing innocent family members.
We can help and deal with cherry wine. It seems to us that the bigger threat to this city at the moment is your organization. If you understand that it's not worth killing hundreds of thousands of innocent people, you can help us protect those people from cherry wine instead of ending their lives to protect nothing.
I'm...
What's left to protect from cherry wine if we kill all those people?
stand users, but that's about it. The world is too many people, all these problems, global warming, pollution, there's not enough food to go around. We'll get to the point where people will be starving to death everywhere. This is a much more merciful way.
Sorry, Mason, but I don't like to play God. I don't make decisions for a global amount of people.
By stopping our organization, that's exactly what you're doing.
We're stopping you from making a decision for everyone else against their will. We're not making that decision for them.
I suppose that's fair.
And I don't think the decision of this incomplete thought. Never mind.
We're not interested in playing God. We understand that cherry wine is a threat, but it's not worth it to kill millions of innocents for it. And if you believe, well, to be honest, whether or not you unwaveringly believe that it's worth killing all those innocent people for that is what's going to determine whether or not we kill you right here. Because if you believe wholeheartedly in TBH's goals, then
You're a liability.
we can't afford to keep you alive.
I believe in the beating heart, but I fear death. More than that, they're going to be coming for me. And if my only option is to join you stay alive, or be flayed open and then fed to the beast. I guess I'll take what I can get.
Well, that settles that.
We have some things to work on, but in the meantime, I suppose that ends our conversation. We'll take you back, give you a place to sleep and eat. We'll go from there.
Alright, Wonder, you can keep his head from moving sideways at me like that.
It is a little disturbing.
Like that.
It is a little distressing.
That's
He turns it off.
unusual. That's unusual.
Hey, you remember anything that just happened?
Oh, you deactivated the ability?
Yeah, that's what the...
As part of that ability, do they remember what happened?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because that would be problematic.
No, don't worry.
If he didn't.
If we're going to be working together, please never do that again.
Okay.
That's conditional, but you know.
Oh, and Mason, in case you do think of turning tail the first chance you get, just know that I can send this pebble going faster than the Brett Bitty cow right through your forehead.
Well, I don't really think you have that option anyway. You're a lot safer with us than you are on your own.
I hope so. And as you guys kind of get back in the truck and start heading back, do you want to head back to the escape with him?
Yeah, what are we doing with this guy?
I said I'd give him a place to sleep and
Ensemble
eat.
cast.
As this happens, or as you
How
guys
many
are
rooms
talking,
do we even have on the escape?
you see
We've not really been
Sterling-
worrying about it.
You see Sterling.
We have one open now, and Dr. A's dead.
Non-Euclidean ship.
Yeah, we actually have 3 because Rose, Lloyd, and Dr. A. Yeah, they're all
I'm taking
What were you
Lloyd's.
saying, Maggie?
Yeah, okay.
You see,
I believe Sterling would take Dr.
Sterling
Ace.
kind of in the back, just getting things out, and she's like, "Just borrow this for a while." And you see on Sterling's phone, it's Ethics 101, and she hands it over to
Good.
hands it over to Mason, and he starts reading.
He actually does.
I thought you were handing
it to Steve.
No,
That would be really funny.
Please don't possess people anymore. Here's some ethics.
I mean,
No.
you possessed
No, you
someone,
can have
but
it
at the
back,
same
that's
time,
fine.
he does believe that, yeah, the apocalypse is fine. So she's more concerned about
We've
him.
got some work. Steve's ability is cool,
Us
but it's
looking
very
at-
disturbing.
Oh, definitely.
Us
That's kind of
looking
my...
at,
To be fair,
being our lieutenant, I can fix
No,
To be fair, Innovations was disturbing too.
the whole reason
was
behind
not
the
gonna
ability
be
and
allowed
why
to live.
it's good for, or like not good, I guess, but why it embodies Steve is because he is fully determined that like
what
there's a
I'm
right
doing
way
is
to do
right.
things, and whatever
Yep.
he deems that to be, he'll make it happen.
So
Yep.
shit, here you go.
Maggie,
So yeah, you guys now have Pink Mason as part of your
not
entourage,
quite
I
an
suppose.
ally at this point, but he
Ally
is present.
Question mark?
Yeah.
Hostage? Question mark?
Yeah, it's kind of both. It like, are we? Can he leave? Like,
All
he
we have
could
to
probably
do
try,
is,
but it wouldn't be a good idea.
Like physically, could he leave? Yeah, but
All we
you
have to
guys
do
made
is
some
just
damn
wrong.
good points that like he's gonna outrun the beating heart. Like
It is
Honestly,
Also,
like, we just have to wait for the Stockholm to kick in.
True.
Yo,
that's not.
I don't like that.
I disagree.
it has
No,
been
just
a
kidding.
while since I've been able to play intimidation Donovan. It's a lot more fun than I remember it.
Yeah. As you guys are heading back to the escape,
finally
you
being
hear
able to be- to
Mason
the
in the back.
pebble snipers.
As you guys are heading back to the escape, you hear Mason say, "That's what the trolley problem is." Oh. Well, the correct answer is obviously to sacrifice the rest to save the one that's important, and Sterling's just, no.
You silly
Da-
baby.
No, it's not.
You
We're gonna
stupid
start over.
baby.
Damien, who's driving, is gonna lean over to who's up in the front. Who's in shotgun?
Nikki.
All right,
Nikki, yeah.
Damien's gonna lean over to Nicky and goes, "The trolley problem is the one where you run over people with a train, right?"
Yes, it is.
I would use Phoenix power to get rid of the train.
The train must be a stand.
Wait, the one who's driving the train must be worthy, right? And Sterling's just, no. No. Can the train drift
You
on
know
several
who
tracks?
else is a worthy?
No.
I feel kind of bad for him, but not as much as I just like.
He's been brainwashed.
He's been indoctrinated.
He's
Yeah.
pathetic, is what he is.
And I mean, for
Yes,
most
he
of the
is.
people
He's
in the
Does he look like
Red
Paul
Hunt,
Dano?
he's been.
What does he look like?
Does he know? He looks like a skinny Paul Dano.
We are.
Well, actually,
We are the woke
actually, no,
squad
he's-
getting rid of the red pilled.
His facial structure is similar. He's got like tan skin and like rainbow dyed hair.
Awesome. Is he Polka Dot Man? He's just Polka Dot Man. That's awesome.
So Maggie, I have a question. We are about 30 minutes into this episode. Do you have planning left that can fill that?
No, but if you guys want to do anything else,
We
about
have
this
plenty of
game,
character
you level up?
interactions to do.
All right. Just wanted to make
Level
sure.
up.
Absolutely.
Woo! Level up.
Alright, I got Dr.
Let's
Sterling.
finish out the episode.
Okay.
Actually, I gotta see what my next level would give me otherwise.
So, congratulations, you guys. I'm gonna show you. I can show you Mason's stat block since he's allied with you guys now, and I'll show you Uglies because he is
Backstreet
not
Bozo?
an issue anymore.
Backstreet-
He's not. Backstreet is
Backstreet's
not
back,
coming
and I
back.
am not all right.
So yeah, the ability is like very silly and very simple, but you guys pretty much figured it out.
Cool.
Um,
He goes into the streets that are in
So
the back of
isn't
you.
Why isn't it space time?
Your attack dice goes up.
Why isn't Ugly's
Yeah.
ability space time?
Uglies ability is space time.
I think.
Mason's ability isn't.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because he teleports, but he's traveling like
true.
through the
I have
light,
3
right?
dice. I don't
Yeah.
necessarily need more
That's
dice.
kind of the vibe.
True.
So, yeah, you guys head back to the escape. You see.
Damien's driving. Some serious shit has happened today. It's not quite as chaotic as usual. It's still kind of rough, but
You've had some L's, you've had some W's.
Donovan wants to talk to Steve.
Yeah, Miss Stanley the next level after.
Steve's also going to be spending time getting used to his new stand.
Hey, how you doing? Donovan
You know?
sits down next to him.
All things considered, not that bad. How about yourself?
I'd say the same. I'd say even though we kind of took a beating again, we're doing pretty good.
We pulled through.
Steve, you're gonna have to join me for some workouts now.
You are in the front seat.
Oh, you're right. I didn't realize we were still in the truck.
I thought
I'm
we were on the
driving the
escape
truck.
by now.
I figured this would be in the trailer, but if we can be, it can be in the truck if we want.
I thought we were at the escape.
It can be on the
already.
escape if we want.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever you guys want.
So then you can be there.
Okay.
Oh my god.
You have to join me for some workouts. You're almost there.
I plan to.
So your new ability can like make them tell the truth or something, or just whatever you tell them to.
Well,
you could tell him to lie.
Well, that wouldn't benefit us at all.
it's not just about what people want to say. It's also about what I want, what's best for them to do.
The best way I can describe it is Mason slinks over to you. He goes over. So I'm on chapter 2 of the ethics textbook now. I managed to get through chapter 1, and I don't think possessing people is morally acceptable. Did I get that right? And Sterling's just, yes, yes, you did.
She's like, you're on the right track,
yeah,
buddy.
no, you're getting there.
Damn, he's a much faster reader than me.
Right. Well,
You
okay.
can read.
That's a good
don't
point.
say.
I'll try and keep that in check, but also sometimes there are hard choices that need to be made, and I'm willing to make those. So
Can read. He just doesn't.
I'll keep that in mind.
You do
Thanks.
like eugenics.
I hear what you're saying, and I'll keep a rein on it.
Okay.
Mason, I think it's great that you're getting into this, but you look exhausted.
You guys kind of did beat the shit out of me, then interrogate me, then possess me, then force me to read 2 chapters of an ethics book.
Here's the deal, bud. Let's get you a little food, and then I'll show you the room. All right?
Okay.
We got a pretty nice ship here.
And you like running away. You like running away, right? It's called the escape. How funny is that?
We are not helping this guy.
Oh, I know.
remotely.
I'm trying to help him.
Gonna die here, aren't I?
Don't worry, breakfast at 10
Only
a.m.
if you misbehave.
Do you say that?
No, he does not say that.
I should hope. Oh my god. Anyways.
Anyways, Mason, rest up. I'll see you at breakfast.
Okay.
Damien's gonna take him off to a room. I don't know how many rooms we have on this ship, but a few have opened up recently.
It's
So
decent. It's a decent amount. Okay. Didn't you guys have a lieutenant here pretty recently?
Yeah.
Not for long.
yeah, but that was Ugly, and
Constance.
well, Ugly's the one that took
Yeah.
Constance away.
Yeah.
I guess I don't have to worry about Ugly taking me away anymore.
Can Sid teleport?
I don't know.
As I said, you're safer with us than you'd be on your own at the very least.
Okay. I'm gonna go collapse now.
Sounds good.
Good plan.
Sleep well, bud.
Yeah, you hear dip, 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 dip.
Or
He goes in, you close the door, and then actually just onto the bed. Okay.
Awesome.
So,
All right. Well,
I don't know if I want Dr. Sterling at all.
we now have one less Dr. A on the ship.
Did you see that in character?
No.
Well, we might want to talk about that.
He would say what he would say is like, Dr. A's gone. That's different.
Damien looks up at Sterling. I guess that makes you our boss now.
Any more?
I guess so.
Any more books you need us to get?
No. I don't think anything's changed. Everything my grandpa wanted you all to do, everything he had you all doing, we're gonna stick with it.
All right.
So I suppose that our next lead is the water treatment facility. Is there one in Travago? Where is it at?
So
Who's running it?
the issue with that is that if we sabotage that, that also means Travago doesn't get clean water regardless.
We're not gonna. Well,
What are
we
gonna-
need to investigate it and prevent
Are we
them.
gonna get put anti-evil stuff into it? I don't think there's a real way we can.
If they're planning to infect the water supply with
We can.
whatever is doing all of this,
Well,
they're going to have to go there.
We
We
need.
did just torch a lot of their wine.
I think what we need to do is figure out some way to keep watch on that area, because that's going to be the easiest way to put something bad into the water system in Travago.
That's a good idea for your friend Brett.
That's a good
Well,
point.
we did leave a crime scene.
We'll need
That's
to,
nothing new.
You guys
need
have
to
a
make a-
contact in the force.
I need to make a phone call.
Oh, that is true.
And in fact, because
That is
I
true.
mentioned I would keep her updated, so I am going to call George.
George is not going to be happy.
We've killed 2 more people.
Yeah, you can hear some fire hose running in the background. So I guess you guys been busy, huh?
Yeah, we were. It's for a good reason, but we have found some information that I think might be a little more pressing. We have gotten word that the Beating Heart is planning to use the city's water supply to bring out the potential, is what they say, but it will likely kill a large number of people. I don't know if there's any way that you have connections that can help investigate or
Did you tell her about him?
get things done.
Or did you tell her about him and his stand and Dr. A? And like exactly what happened?
I don't remember.
What do you mean?
Did we tell her what happened?
Like exactly what happened?
We told her that Dr. A was killed and that he was on the boat.
Did you mention his like ability and all that?
We don't really know his ability. Oh,
Or well,
I should warn her about that. So yes, I would warn her that he could be anywhere or anyone.
Damien, if he can be anywhere, or if he can be anyone, is it safe for me to go to one of my superiors? This is before we consider corruption, before we consider bribes, anything. He could be anywhere, and if the water plant is their next target, he could be masquerading as them right now as we speak.
Yeah.
I'll do my best. If I go missing, you'll know what happened.
Be safe, and thank you for your help.
Same to you. It's gonna be
Sorry
a long
for the
night.
mess.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long night for me.
I'm sure.
I think you had a great time overall.
Oh, Damien had an awesome time.
Yeah, I think overall the bystanders had a pretty good evening overall. I'd say.
Dr. A's dead, though.
Steve got
Well, that was in the morning.
Bruh.
after Steve's cousin went down twice, he stood in the way and was able to at least
That
like,
was awesome.
hell no,
Cringe.
hell
Donovan,
no.
you went down twice, and yet you still kicked ass.
Yeah.
I respect that.
Thank you.
You got both of the killing blows, in fact.
Drops
I killing.
drops
Yeah.
wardrobe
That's a new
Throws
one for you,
Molly
isn't it?
into it, refuses to elaborate.
I don't like backing down. I couldn't do half of that without you guys. And you give me a bit too much credit, I think.
Lloyd gave
You've
you
grown
the
a lot.
resolve to be lethal when you need to.
You've grown a lot. Remember the ghouls?
True.
You'll wonder what happened to the ghouls.
So I have a great... No, I'm just kidding.
Donovan's going to go talk to Brandy.
All right. So Donovan, you split up to talk to Brandy.
Oh my god, he still looks beaten to hell even though he's at max health.
You okay?
I am now.
Here, tell you what. And she pulls out a lighter and pulls out Hell I Need and just patches up your wounds.
He's even more fuller health. Let's go. Thanks.
Fuller health.
So we went
like Fuller House, but
we
health.
went to Lazarus Hogan's house, and Nikki. I think. You ever seen something so bad killed is an understatement? Because it was bad. I didn't actually get to see it, but there was literally nothing left. Good news, he's dead. Bad news, wasn't him. Even worse news.
So you just killed an innocent man?
Donovan doesn't do. Innocent isn't really the word I'd use. He had a statue of himself in his own mansion,
And he was still working with DBH.
and he was, also still working with TBH. And we're not too fancy. Speaking of which, remember your old boss? Ugly.
Yeah. He's like a father to me. What happened?
No fucking way.
Remember, he didn't care about his people.
Oh no!
So I don't know. You might want to be a little careful here.
He's not gonna be an issue anymore.
Oh no.
We taught him a lesson. And we actually got one of the other. We convinced one of the other lieutenants to just walk away, and we got another one here on the ship now.
You can just blame Nikki if she questions anything. Nikki will gladly take the credit.
So-
Or Damien.
Is he okay? Like, I know he did some bad stuff, but...
Like, Nikki will take the
Donovan's
credit,
a lot
but
of-
Damien would just be like, yeah,
Donovan is a lot of things.
Is he a liar?
No.
Was she asking if Ugly is okay, or if the lieutenant that we have on the ship is okay?
If Ugly's okay.
Hmm.
No. 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 No, he's not.
Was there any other option?
If there was, I would have tried to go for it. But I'm not saying he was a truly bad man. He clearly enjoyed his life, and he enjoyed spending time with, his people, but this TBH, all of this, we're literally having the other lieutenant we brought back reading a book on ethics. Because that's how bad he is.
What the fuck is a Bechtel test?
I don't even know what that means.
The Bechtel test is the, I'll tell you later.
The Agent Ugly you know is the Agent Ugly that was dead long before we had anything to do with him. TBH turned him into something worse. I'm truly sorry I had to come to that, but
She looks you dead in the eyes, clasps both of your hands in hers. I'm gonna need to be alone for a bit. I'm dealing with a lot of complex emotions right now. But thank you for being honest with me.
I couldn't lie to anyone, especially not someone I care about.
She pulls you in for a hug and starts to walk away.
Donovan has been there. Donovan has been in the I need to be alone for a bit zone a lot of times. He completely understands.
And as she walks away, you see her wiping at her eyes. So, there's that.
Bruh.
So, Damien, you got anything you want to do?
Father figure or not, we got a
Damien's gonna take a shower.
dub.
Okay, yeah. Father figure or not, we got a massive dub. Thank you, guy.
Okay. Damien takes a shower. Good character development.
Steve's, you know what? Steve's gonna work out.
No!
He's already worked out today.
Yeah.
Before
God,
Damien,
hurt himself.
before
He has a
Damien,
stand.
He's got if you work out, I will give you a level of exhaustion.
So
You
he
have
did
worked
that.
out and been in a battle today.
He's gonna do leg day.
Sure, go ahead.
God.
Damien will add weight to the.
What do you
to the
mean?
bar
Nikki's gonna
before he
join him
goes
on
to the
leg day
shower.
then.
That's fair.
Show him up.
He's gonna do like upper body day and leg day at once.
You're going to be in bed, and then you're going to be in bed for another day.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna get it all out of his system.
I guess.
He's gonna do 300 sit-ups or curls or whatever it is.
300 curls.
Oh no! Am I just making Steve into Patrick Bateman?
I believe in taking care of myself.
No.
What's your
I need
opinion
to
on the
return
Dream
some
Heart?
video
I thought their
tapes.
early work was pretty good, but their later stuff, not as artistically motivated.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, ugly! Hey, Brenda! Hey, Brenda!
I know what I'm gonna do.
got?
Before Damien goes to the
Let's-
shower,
let's CGW
and
is
after
going.
placing some weight for Steve, Damien's going to check on Carl.
Okay.
Because we were told that he would visit Carl soon, and we've been gone all day.
Who was Carl's partner?
So-
who was with him? Who was his buddy?
We left him with Abe.
Okay.
Carl's
Abel.
stuck with Abel.
So Damien's gonna go check on Carl, make sure he's present and good, hasn't seen him, and obviously update him on what's happened.
Yeah, you walk in, Carl seems to be doing okay, looks up and sees you. Oh, Damien.
Hey, I wanted to check on you since, he directly threatened you and everything. And I also wanted to let you know that we went to the vineyard and we did kill Lazarus, but pretty good inclination that it wasn't him.
I just thought of
So
something.
he's still out there. I just wanted to make sure that, obviously you're here, but you haven't seen him, and let you know that all that happened.
Everything's been okay. I was sent a message about something with my mom, but I had her moved, so she should be okay.
That's good. You doing alright? You've seemed a little stressed lately. When I'm stressed, I work out, so I'd offer to join you there.
Hey, yo.
Donovan phone?
Another thing
Sorry.
I thought about that I don't think we considered. So whatever this ability is, it can duplicate people. Can it also duplicate stands?
Yeah, I was thinking about that. I don't know.
For the most part, at least from the actual continuity of JoJo's, from what I've seen, which is anything that wasn't read, there hasn't been anything to set precedent for something like that.
Death 13, but that was a dream world, so
Yeah,
It's tied to your
that doesn't count. Yeah.
it's tied to your soul, and as far as we know, he isn't actually changing into people's souls.
And he also didn't have any vampiric elements about him, I don't think.
The sunlight would have burned him when he opened the window, if that was true.
Even if he was a stand, yeah.
That does tell us something.
part 5 at least told us stands are linked directly to the soul rather than to the body.
Okay.
So yeah, if you're stressed out, we can, I'd suggest a workout, but, we're here to talk if you want as well.
There's something I need to tell you all. He's gonna gather everyone up.
I should also warn you that we have a lieutenant with us, and we're working on him, but he's safer with us than running from TBH, so he's here.
Right. As long as
Keep an eye on him, but he's not really a
we
threat.
talked about ugly.
Alright. Alright, he's gonna gather everyone up. I have an announcement to make. Up until very recently, I was following orders from him. I had been receiving letters, I'd been keeping an eye on you all, but thanks to the medicine Lloyd gave me, my mother has dementia, and I was threatened by the beating heart that if I didn't do exactly what they said, they would make her condition worse.
When Carl mentioned that he was working for him, he, tensed up a lot and grabbed his weapon, but once he mentioned his mother, he relaxes.
Also, by Steve's side, he kind of has Act 3's arm overlapping onto his own, but he's kind of his body's kind of turned to side with Carl.
Nikki's gonna get up. He's gonna silently walk to Carl. Everyone sees the shimmer of CRX like pop up, but instead of like doing an attack, it pulls Carl in closer to Nikki for a hug.
Oh.
You see Carl start to cry.
Carl,
Wraps his arms around.
I know firsthand what it's like being a part of the Beating Heart. When I joined back in sophomore year, they promised my family safety. I can only imagine what you were going through.
I want you to know that I'm not working for them anymore. And I'm never going to forgive them for what they did.
Neither am I.
If I have to rip him apart with my bare hands, I will. And I don't feel that way about anyone else.
I appreciate you letting us know. I know that if I had the power to, I would have done anything to protect my mother. I don't blame you at all.
He nods.
Growing up without a mom is quite frankly a terrible crime, and trying to take that away from someone is quite frankly unforgivable. I'm with you to the end of the road, pal.
At this, Steve also kind of goes over to Donovan and puts his hand on his shoulder.
He accepts it, just, pats the hand.
Even if I never see her again, even if I die trying to stalk them, I'll at least know that my mom remembered me for who I am. And that's worth it all. Thank you for your understanding.
Damien wipes a quiet tear away and clasps Carl on the shoulder before walking off to take a shower.
Can we get like a massive group hug with everyone on the escape?
Yeah.
Again, when Nikki eventually lets up, he's going to put a firm fist into Carl's chest.
Donut.
Balls!
Hey, Brenda.
No!
Alright,
The
so I would like
bystanders when it gets heavy.
everyone take a point of inspiration for that.
Oh yeah, I don't have to erase
What?
that
But
one.
I'm
that
back
I keep
up to
forgetting
5.
to.
You didn't say a whole lot, but you said a whole lot earlier, so go ahead and just take a point of inspiration.
Sounds good.
And I think that unless there's anything else, I think we'll end the session there.
I don't think
That is
I
kind of
have
why I
anything.
held back, just because I talked to him so much earlier. So,
Alright.
sounds good.
So, I
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.